Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, a werewolf venue set in San Diego, California. In this scene, we have quite the gaggle of individuals that are about to step on Sept. And they are mostly Fianna. They have one kinfolk with them. And the Galliard of the group has decided she's going to let her voice rest and have her metis sing their introduction.
And a very lovely, though not like quality professional singer, voice comes out. Oh, Sept to the Howling Winds. I, Alana O'Casey, guillotines the worm. Fianna, born under the crescent moon of the breach. Adrian of the nation, as my park leader, Saoirse O'Brien. Dragonrend outsmarts the devil. Cries the huntsman's fury, screams the huntsman's fury. Has asked, I bid us entrance to this fine sept, us and our guests as we come bearing with us. We have been summoned for aid, and we have arrived. Please and thank you if you can. That'd be grand.
Kyle, this is going to sound incredibly racist.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need whiskey flat?
I think that's a tad insensitive.
It is insensitive? All right.
A little bit.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so I guess we have duties and things. Let's go do the thing.
Let's go do the thing.
So I guess Kyle, Bleeding Fire, and Lace with Dragons will approach the barn.
Siobhan, you just heard Fianna howl, but there are other Fianna with her. What are you gonna do?
So it's all right, Sears. Oh, sorry.
She would just she would have been in like the middle of training or something, and she would just stop, cock her head, listen to the howl, and kind of just look confused for a moment before she wanders off to see what, to meet these new Fianna.
Does the kinfolk have gnosis?
Yes, she does.
Then they're probably a large group of 6 people? 5 people? 6 people? 5 people.
5.
There's a group of 5 people. Several redheads, an older fellow, and I don't know the other 2.
One of the others is this guy right here. Go. He is Ragabash, and you can just kind of tell that by looking at him.
Do you want me to show Maya for a second?
Sure. I always like you to show Maya, so.
This is Maya.
Oh, there she is.
With them. She is sticking very close to the man and being rather quiet. Only
Yeah,
speaking to
he's-
him, basically, quiet, like words and things like that.
He's got his hand in hers, and he'll give it a squeeze. Yeah, you know, reassuring her.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a group of individuals that are waiting entrance into the sept.
Kieran is basically standing near his son and daughter-in-law, and he's basically just kind of he's checking her to make sure she's okay because she's been really kind of sick all day, and he's just kind of looking to the group of them and making sure they're arranged and just casually waiting, hand on the pommel of his grand clave.
Bleeding Fire will approach. Greetings. I'm Bleeding Fire, Crescent Moon, born on 2 legs, fostering of the nation. I bid you welcome.
Alana will glance to Saoirse to see if she's supposed to keep talking.
Well, Saoirse will go ahead and offer her introduction. Saoirse O'Brien screams the Huntsman's Fury. Born under the gibbous moon, agent of the nation.
He will allow everyone else to do their introductions.
Lace with trails, Black Fury Theurge, born on 2 legs, foster and ranked, and keeper of the Sept of the Howling Winds.
Is Siobhan actually there yet, or is she still coming?
Yeah, she will walk in right as Sierra finishes her intro and just kind of. She has her flaming red bushy hair like in a ponytail, and she's wearing like workout clothes as she approaches.
When she approaches, Saoirse is gonna look to Alana and then look back at Kieran and be like, "Fuck."
Kieran kind of softly smirks, like.
Even Liam is smirking like, "Oh shit." They'll wait for her to introduce herself, even though it's already blatant on their faces that all of them know exactly who she is.
And she will just, as she approaches, she'll bare her throat. Just with a flip of her hair, she'll bare her throat and then say, Siobhan MacFinn, born on 2 legs under the... I'm having an out-of-character moment. It's gibbous moon for Galliards, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Born on 2 legs under a gibbous moon, Cleith of the nation, Fianna, granddaughter of Braun MacFinn, I think we said his name is. I cannot remember right now. I'm having a major brain fart. Okay.
Saoirse will kind of stop her right there and be like, "Oh, we know who you are."
She nods. That should make things easy then.
You don't need to recite your lineage to us. We know who you are.
And she'll just nod.
So, Saoirse will reintroduce herself. She'll actually let Alana go before her. Okay, all right. You can introduce yourself. Even though I'm sure everybody heard the howl. Just go ahead and do it again.
As you wish, Ray. I am Olona Casey, born under the crescent moon, born of the breach, Adrian of the nation, Fostern, guillotines the worm, and hey, that's who I am. Not forget anything.
No, I don't think so. You've been introducing yourself for how long and you've still got... She just shakes her head.
You just
Whatever.
gave me a new name, what, a month ago? I'm still not used to it.
I've been using it for... whatever. Anyway, alright, that's me. I'm Saoirse O'Brien, screams the Huntsman's Fury. Hang on. The ST is brain farting. He would be.
Adrian Galliard.
No, Natalie, shut the fuck up. She, they, daughter stag, born on 2 legs under a gibbous moon, agent of the nation. Tail singer of the Sept of the Green in New York City. And, then Liam will go after her. And let me put up his picture. Where did it go? Where did his picture go? There we go. Okay. He'll say, so, Liam Donovan, son of Stag, born on 2 legs under no moon, depending on who you ask. And he'll chuckle.
She's just nodding along like she knows everybody's
right.
names when they introduce
Okay.
themselves.
Oh, right, Adrian. That's right. Adrian of the nation. And add a character, I can't remember if I gave him a deed name. I'm pretty sure I did.
You did.
It is. Do you remember what it is?
Was it Dagger Tongue?
Oh. I'll have to look back. He has a deed name, just pretend he said it and I'll insert it later. No. Natalie, shut up. And he'll motion to Maya, say this is my mate, Amaya Donovan, Shadow Lord Kinfolk.
That'll get an eyebrow raise.
Yeah, and everybody can sense that she is strong, Shadow Lord. Pure breed. And she's very, very, very pretty.
Okay.
Yeah. App 5, Pure Breed 5. Yes, she's very pretty.
Has these. Yeah. Kieran will basically look at him like, can I introduce myself now? Is it okay? May I?
He'll shrug.
Just looking at Liam, waiting.
Liam gives him a very cheeky grin.
You know, I think it's funny you call yourself a son of Stag because the last time I checked, Stag wasn't shagging me. And he'll just shake his head.
But do you really know that, Da? Do you really know that?
I was there when you were born, I'm pretty sure.
But, you know, spirit
Well,
fuckery.
Let's not talk about spirit fucker in front of polite comedy.
Sierra raises her hand and she just says, "Don't worry, Rise, it's perfectly fine."
I've heard, and he points at her and he said, "I've heard stories about that one."
I've heard stories about that one too. Everybody's heard stories. Anyway.
Wait, what?
Everybody heard about the one time she fucked a dragon.
I can't now. Can I introduce myself now, or do you want to tell the story for everybody?
Not my department. She just points at Saoirse. That's her. He then makes the motion to zip his mouth shut and lock it. Throw away the key.
Just cross his arms, like waiting, like just. I'm good now. Okay. Name's Kieran Donovan. I'm an elder of the Fianna. I'm a Philodox, obviously, of Stag. He'll kind of point over his son, like, thank you. Known as Wade and found wanting by the people.
Liam looks like he wants to make a comment about that name so badly, but he does not. He refrains.
Oh, he shakes his head and looks up like I'm sending you back to Jesus.
You know what? Fuck it. Sierra's gonna ride her curiosity train. She's gonna blurt this shit out because she'd totally do it. She'd just say, "Oh, premature birth."
You see, I was in the bar when he was born. I didn't say I wasn't there. He was born in a bar, and it explains everything.
Liam chuckles.
I needed to be drinking. Your mother went into labor.
I was born with what do they call them? IVs of whiskey in my veins.
You're born with an IV of whiskey. You took it straight up in the mouth like a man.
I mean,
Whiskey actually
Okay.
works well to keep a baby calm and such right after birth, so it was actually a good thing for it to happen.
You get a little Tullamore do right on your gums. You shut right up. You didn't cry. No colic. Nothing. You were a gentle child.
and then I grew up, or actually probably just until I could talk. Right.
I don't know how you grew up. I don't know how I didn't kill you. Oh, God.
I don't know how you didn't kill me either. I don't know how you didn't kill me on the way over here.
Because your beautiful wife would slay me with her very gaze if I did.
He looks down at Maya.
Nods. Shut nod a little
Excuse
bit.
me, Arnold Rise. Can I perform the cleansing, please?
Oh, by all means, please. Although the River Jordan couldn't cleanse this one. Kind of pointing at Liam.
Huh.
It's like you
Challenge
can try.
accepted, Raya.
With
You don't know where he's been, lass.
So would I need to use fire or blood then, Raya? She smiles.
He'll smile at her.
Liam looks like he's contemplating the answer.
No, shut up.
Silver, actually.
I mean-
a river of silver.
Just summon a
Sorry.
spirit.
I was going to say, if you've got just whiskey strong enough, then fire. You know, the fire of the finest whiskey.
You have two
No.
successes right there.
Yeah. Sierra didn't know what that meant until he added in fire of your best whiskey. Then she just kind of nods as if she knew that. She didn't know that.
Oh, right? We're not in Ireland no more. He like puts his hand over his heart like he's wounded.
What are we going to do in this land called America where people are supposedly free and brave?
Alana pulls out a bottle of whiskey out of the bag she's carrying and offers it to him.
We'll take it.
Oh.
It belongs.
My savior.
Siobhan just has her arms crossed watching this scene from the side. She's not saying anything. She's just watching with a very...
So is Saoirse. Saoirse
Interesting
is
look.
observing these chuckle fucks and shaking her head. Like, really?
Cal's eyes go to the elders, then go to Siobhan, then back to the elders. He rolls his eyes and where am I taking you? Honored elders. Where would you like to go?
Oh, well, I was thinking maybe we could, just talk to you. There's no spot really in the sept that is more interesting than that with its people, right?
I suppose.
I can dig it.
Several fast things about you.
Saoirse will kind of pipe up and say, well, the main reason why we're here is, because Alana is supposed to be, midwifing for your den mother.
Oh. With that, Kyle will not say too much of anything. And just make his way over to the way towards where the den mother is.
Yep.
Listen.
As they start to head out, Sierra will pack Link to Kyle. She'll say, "They seem pretty decent, but it takes an elder 2 or 3 Adrians to midwife."
They're kind of drunken slobs in the pack link.
Why you gotta go there? Why you gotta go there?
It took 4 of them to figure out what the fuck they were doing.
What, and we have our shit together every day of the week?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, at least in public, we try a little bit. It's fine. I mean, a little bit. I guess we could be nicer, but it's awkward.
Hey, I'm trying to be chill AF. It's fine.
You're never chill.
I am very chill.
You're the opposite of chill.
I am the epitome and embodiment of chill. I am the Urban Dictionary definition of chill.
Then you are what? Shut up, Sierra. He kind of just shoves you at that point. When I walk in, he just shoves her.
Siobhan is just following the group, not quite from a distance, but she's just hanging back just a little bit with this bemused expression on her face. Like she's trying to figure out what the fuck she just witnessed. Like she was not
So-
she was not ready.
As Siobhan is looking at these people, she's going to recognize a certain weapon on the hip of the elder Fianna Philodox. And because she is the granddaughter of Braun MacFin, she would recognize this weapon. That is her grandfather's grand clave on his hip.
I need to go to the dice roller. Tim, I might frenzy on an elder tonight. What is
Oh,
my
God.
rage?
4.
Especially as a
Well, your rage
storyteller.
is 4.
Especially as like a Gallier. She's like, no, oh hell no.
Your rage is 4, and you can put this in.
What diff would you say this is? Standard?
Let's see. Yeah, it's diff 8.
If 8? Okay. No successes. She doesn't rage out.
Thank goodness. No, she's chill as fuck. She's like, oh, whatever.
She's probably like, I probably need to like hear the story of how he got that, but I'm not gonna like murder him.
Yeah, as a Galliard, she's gonna be like, okay, that's my grandfather's grand clave. Why the fuck does he have it? I need to hear this story.
Watch, then she finds out he's like
exactly
her
that
great
nonchalant
elder
tone,
brother.
because her rage is just like, she's chill.
Yeah.
She's like, what, whatever.
And then she finds out this dude's like her brother or some shit, and she's just like, wait, what?
No.
No. No.
Oh God, no.
I guess this is some information that Joey would actually know.
Okay.
You have Fianna Lore 3, yeah?
Let me double check before you tell me. My Fianna lore is 3, yes.
Okay. So, in our canon in this game, the Donovans are another prominent Fianna line, and recently they have been rivaling with the McFinns. So
Yep.
she would know
Right.
that.
Okie dokie. Sounds good.
Oh, so it's on.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, it's on.
Somebody might get an ass whooping after all today.
And I mean, if that's you, then you might be correct.
But I don't want to kick your ass. But I want to get along with you.
Not a Philodox. Sit and point and laugh and judge.
Kidden will basically he'll kind of look back at Siobhan, and he'll kind of give her a he'll kind of tilt his head at her, and he'll kind of put his hands in his pocket, like one hand goes in his pocket, the other's on the pommel of the Grand Clave, and he'll say, "What you holding back for, lass?"
Whoa, wait, homeboy put his hand on the handle?
That's a very common place to like rest. Like he's got it on the pommel.
Oh, okay. No. Okay, my bad. He's got it on the end. He's got it on the end.
Yes, that's where they like. Yeah. So yes.
Wait, I was like, fuck.
That's where his hand's been the entire time.
Let's get ready to say.
He just
Damn.
put the other hand in his pocket.
Okay, I was going to say that's what we're doing today.
Oh, that's what we're doing today. Not today. No, but he'll ask Siobhan. Like that's what he asked her.
She'll just kind of look at him up and down, and say, "Well, what's this? The thing that I've been being told by my teachers to start working on was, looking before I leap, that sort of thing, getting all the information before I do anything. So I think I've just been practicing that. And yes, Sierra would know for a fact she is putting on an Irish accent. Like Sierra has talked with her enough to know that she's
That's hilarious. Also, as she talks about being less impulsive, Sierra sneezes.
I'm not even gonna roll for that. I'm just gonna look at Sierra and just like, chill, huh? Like, that's all he's gonna say.
The fucking dramatic, the dramatic chipmunk look is what you get from Sierra back.
Kieran will say something in Gaelic, just kind of like loose and lightheartedly.
I think I have that language. Do I?
Yes, you do have that language.
But
So what did he say? Siobhan knows.
He'll hold the hand out at one height and then the other, and he'll say, "Is the stack of shite you're trying to sell me this big or this big?"
I should just reply in fluent Gaelic. Well, that's for you to decide, Honored Elder. I'm not supposed to have an opinion on these sorts of things, you remember.
I don't remember saying nothing to the matter of you.
This is a level of shade I have not seen in a while. This is like Hatfields and McCoy like levels of shade. Like what the fuck?
Well, but you sound like you're trying to sell me a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Oh, catch me Lucky Charms. Is there a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow I see up there?
That's some good old Tinner's orange back there.
Kyle turns feet red like, oh my god, did that just happen?
Are they talking about Lucky Charms, the cereal?
I have no idea.
No, we're talking about Lucky Charms, the Irish stereotype. That's what we're talking about.
We'll just scratch the back of his head like Lucky Charms is appropriation. Let's change the subject.
And the look.
Wait, is it actually appropriation? I didn't think about it like that.
The look of shock is like evident on Kyle's face. He doesn't know whether to look, laugh, cry, or any of the above.
If any of you, and Saoirse turns serious for a moment, and she's like, if any of you, and even the rest of you that are from the motherland, ever come up to me and say top of the morning to you, I'm going to slit your throat in your sleep.
I'd love you to try, lass. You being that close to me while I'm sleeping brings up some horrible imagery, though. Blocking.
I mean, never mind. You know
Let's
what? I'm
not
going to keep my mouth shut.
Nope. Keep it closed.
Rise, I'm very curious now. How much
Try
whiskey
to
do
stay
I need
for the
for you
riot.
to tell me, Riot? So, sorry, Sierra had just said, how much whiskey will it take to get the truth out of you for this, Riot?
Oh Lord.
We need
I mean-
actual Irish whiskey to start with, and not the cheap American crap you guys have.
Good stuff with me, and I can make the good stuff here.
I'd be impressed to see if any of you could drink a Fiona under the table. No takers? All right,
I wonder.
let's keep going.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Through the pack link, like you ignorant ass. Like, why would you? Obvious bait. The fuck?
Kieran will throw his arms wide, and he'll be like, "Fuck it, come on, let's go. You and me, drink for drink."
And through the pack link, Nani the fuck. Like, really?
Come on, lass.
Sierra's gonna respond to the pack like, nah, I ain't gonna be no punk bitch. I may get drunk under the table, but I ain't just gonna be like, oh nah, it's cool though.
No, you just became my problem, you selfish bitch. What the fuck? What?
Nah, it's fine. It's fine,
Siobhan
trust me.
is just like watching this whole scene. It's just like one raised eyebrow.
No, it just kind of looks like raised eyebrows between the two of them, and both of them looking intently at each other, and Kyle just like getting exasperated and throwing his hands up in the air.
Oh yeah. She,
I mean,
she
and
was.
if you don't want to throw down this thunder, I can pretend I didn't hear it.
Liam cackles from behind him like.
It's kind of
Great,
low
now
flag,
man.
though.
I'll be more than glad to drink with you, girl, and to the point that we're both falling over.
I'm good.
So
Yeah.
Liam is either stupid or brave. He's going to look to his father and he's going to say, "So, if you bring in all that thunder, does that make your grandfather thunder?"
Last time I checked, you were the one that was dipping your diddle in that dew.
Bruh.
And I'm gonna lie about loving you. No offense. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing.
And why hasn't through the pack link, like, why hasn't this one been shanked by like a fucking Silver Fang and or Shadow Lord? Like, what the fuck?
He'll look back at me. I'm like, how did you even do that? How did you go and bring home the niece of Yuri Konietzko? Oh my god. He just rub his face. Like,
She picked me,
fuck.
Da. She picked me.
Was she
Wait,
drunk?
So can
Were
I
you
make
drunk?
She was not.
can I make a
I
guru?
saved her from. I saved her. Well, just trying.
Oh,
to-
hold on. I think Dylan's got a question.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask. Could I make a guru lore check to know who that is? Because I had a character know that name.
Yeah, I know that name too. This is a whole level of
All of you can. All of you
Yeah.
can. Intelligence, Garu Lore, Div 6.
Do
Awesome.
we need to roll if we have Garu Lore 3?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind.
We.
Okay, yes.
So,
You have
yeah,
Garu Lore
there's-
3, you know who it is.
We all know
Yeah, no,
that.
so-
I'm assuming.
Sierra's eyes are just gonna go to Maya.
She's like half hiding behind her husband. She's like,
And through the pack link, Kyle just says they're gonna come out of the shadows and gank us in our sleep. This is how we die.
Siobhan,
Then let's
Siobhan's
die
reaction to
boldly.
this is just her eyes actually narrow as she looks back and forth between the Ragabash and his mate. She doesn't say anything. She just is watching the two of them more closely now.
Yep. Sierra's actually gonna. Yeah, she said. Then I'll die boldly. She's gonna scroll on up. She's gonna walk up to Maya actually,
give me a
and
second. One second. Let me put her overlay up then. There you go.
okay. If someone's gonna stop her, it's all good. She does not look like she's violent or
No.
anything like.
She'll tilt her head at her.
Yep. Sierra will kind of lean out from the side of Liam and say, "Hey there."
Her brows will kind of go up.
Sorry,
Hello?
I just don't think you've had too much opportunity to talk, and I'm sorry to put you on blast like this. I just figured it would be a bit respectful to actually, properly meet you. You heard all the rambling about my rank,
Bling.
all that. You can just call me Sierra. She extends her hand with a smile.
She blinks again. She'll take it and shake it. Like it's not a cold or distant shake, but it's a bit of a okay. And she'll kind of look at Liam unsure.
He'll nod his head.
And she'll take her hand and shake it. And she'll look back at Sierra, completely unsure of what's going on.
You okay? Sorry, I know I can be a bit impulsive, and that may have seemed entirely out of nowhere.
I'm fine. I don't like to talk much.
How loud is she talking, by the way, Johnny?
She has a deep voice, and it's kind of soft, so she's not talking very loudly.
Okay. I was just wondering if Siobhan would be hearing her talk, because her reaction would be something to see.
Yeah.
I'll just throw this out there for you, Johnny, and the STs. I'm going to definitely roleplay out the fact that she's Pure Breed 5, Appearance 5, and all that. Nothing about Sierra implies that she is sexually attracted, like at all. Because asexual.
No, of course. No, that's fine.
Yeah, asexual as fuck. She's just like, hey, what's up?
Maya's just a bitch.
Yeah, that's what Sierra's gathering.
She's a quiet bitch. She's not like a snobby in your face bitch. She's just kind of more like the why are you talking to me comes more from confusion and not like derision. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't seem like she's used to people talking to her.
Okay.
So she's just kind of watching her like a bit curious and kind of confused, but also like owning her space, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
What
Sorry, just figured
tribe did you say?
Oh. Black Fury.
Wrinkle her nose because, like she wrinkles her nose in recognition, like she's thinking. Because Black Furies actually do often interact with her uncle, who raised her. So she knows that tribe.
Oh, just saying, there was a little bit of emphasis put on black in that.
Oh, hey, girl.
I hate you so much right now.
Mad or nah, fight me in the comments.
Not even. Shut up.
Yeah, she'll just kind of she regards her. She's not blowing her off. She's just kind of like she seems very quiet. She doesn't seem like she talks a lot.
Okay, just wanted to do that and make sure that, you knew that someone noticed. And she walks back over with Kyle.
You're awkward.
She looks appreciative. She looks as though she does appreciate your gesture. Just again, she's a bitch and she's quiet. And she'll kind of look at Liam.
Liam gives her a reassuring smile and squeeze of her hand.
On the plus side, I've gone an hour without throwing up.
If he'll give a thumbs up, and smile. That's good.
About to end in 30 seconds.
Oh.
28.
He looks around and he scoops her up and just kind of takes her away from everybody so that she can throw up in peace. blur, like you see this blur of Ragabash just kind of go. Pew!
Kieran will just shake his head at him. I keep telling him he needs to give her some old Telemordu or something, but he's not listening to me. He'll just throw his hands up.
Is she alright? Is throwing up hourly a regular thing?
I guess it is when you're pregnant.
Oh. Well, congratulations to her then.
I don't know why. I don't know why she chose my son. Of all the men in the nation she could have had by her side, she goes with mine. And he'll just shake his head confused.
Love isn't a logical choice.
It's an illogical choice, actually.
He looks as though he wants to say something, but he doesn't. He'll just look over at Saoirse like,
Saoirse keeps her fucking mouth shut. But she can. I'm very certain, even without using mind speak, she knows what he's thinking.
then, your Sep sure is damn hospitable. I appreciate that. He'll nod. I heard
It's
about a
greatly appreciated.
little bit of trouble you had back with the Fenrir.
That was fun.
Oh,
It was interesting.
so tell me, who's leading your Sept again?
Who's leading what?
I'm just trying to make sure I understand your structure. Who's your alpha Sept?
He gives the alpha's name. I can't think right now. It's late.
Wisdom of the Earth.
There you go.
Elder Theurge of the Uktena.
And your beta, who's that?
We've never actually met our beta.
No, I have. I forget his deed name. It's Christopher Maloney.
It's delivers. delivers. Just for your.
Fuck it, she'll say that in character.
Oh, it delivers mercy of death.
Delivers the mercy of death. Child of Gaia.
Arun.
Ah, okay. Gotcha there. And I'll kind of look over at Saoirse again.
Saoirse looks at him.
So, what's the news around here? What's been going on in your Sept?
We fight the worm where it breathes. The normal. Kind of shrugs. Spirit stuff here and there, black spiral threads. It's kind of a normal occurrence. This is a very interesting area. We have a lot of visitors that aren't necessarily like us, and we make do, and we follow our elders' orders.
Oh, right. Good. It's good to know. I'll kind of look over at Sierra, give her a smile.
As for specific, more recent events, mine and Kyle's pack recently, we made a move against some leeches that have been a thorn in our side for a while. And oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
And she'll say, "Oh, and before anyone asks, Rias, if you can imagine it, it may be here. So far, we've dealt with spirals, we have dealt with leeches, we have dealt with spirits of the Weaver. That's fun.
Right. Hold on. Anything else?
For example,
Oh, no. An example, please. Tell me an example.
for example, we found out that Mountain Dew spirits were indeed a thing.
Mountain Dew.
Alana kind of cocks her head, curious.
Yep, Mountain Dew.
Is this a local peak? What kind of look around?
It's okay. It may not be up in Ireland. My bad. Mountain Dew it's an American soda. It's like green and caffeinated, and us gamers drink it a lot when we're gaming.
I kind of look over it like, Saoirse, like, are they still speaking English? Like, what?
She kind of blinks like,
Do the do.
okay, I know
Yep.
what I know what Mountain Dew is, but I've never had it.
Remember that green
I'll be right
shade
back, Ryan.
that
No, I got you.
Kumo would sometimes bring in?
He digs in his magpie swag and he tosses a bottle. There you
Oh
go.
my god.
Do the do.
Of course he has.
Of course he
Fucking
does.
Mountain
Our
Dew.
asses would have fucking Mountain Dew ready.
We play it's the thing. We play D&D like every Friday.
Yep.
We rotate that
She
scene.
kind of looks at the bottle and is like, so what do you like?
You're
This is-
Fianna.
I
You
guess you're
drank
supposed-
it. You should know this. He takes it from her. Jesus.
It's a can,
It's
right?
not, but there's no alcohol in it.
Don't crack it, Fianna.
Try not
shake
to
his-
be a stereotype. It's a drink. Drink it.
The elder will crack it open and take a swig. And then as if he's suddenly become a child of Green Dragon, he sprays it like a flying fucking mist.
Not
Ow!
feel like me.
Saoirse kind of waggles the finger at Kyle and is like, look, when you've been through the shite I've been through, you're older.
What?
It's delicious. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, with that reaction, I'm not drinking that shite.
Then don't drink it.
Fine.
I'm not forcing you to drink it.
Yeah, no, I'll fucking finish that shit. It's fine. Like,
I'll hand it over to Sierra like her go. "Ooh."
I'll have you know that I tried very hard as Cleoth and even as a Foster to not be a Fianna stereotype. But that made me rethink that, and I don't care anymore.
I mean, that's fair, but look at what you just said.
See, Siobhan,
I don't usually drink carbonated beverages unless there's alcohol in it.
Yeah,
Oh,
look
guys,
what you literally
I
said.
got
Really?
two.
guys,
I got two.
I think Joey's trying to say something.
sorry, it's just
Oh,
Siobhan's gonna walk up to to Kyle or Sierra, whoever has the drinks, and ask for a can.
Hands it over.
She will pop it, and in one, and if you want me to roll stamina for this, she will just down the whole can in one gulp, like in one continuous drink.
Yeah, because that's a lot of carbonation. Mountain Dew is fizzy as fuck. You need to roll
Yeah,
stamina.
Mountain Dew is pretty serious.
Okay, let me
You
go.
actually might
I used to drink 64 ounces of Mountain Dew a day. I know how fizzy that shit is.
Ugh,
I spend willpower on this.
damn, bro.
No.
The fuck?
Nope.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't get it. I forgot to put in the F1, but I got ones. So
Nope. It's a fail, not a botch. No, the bubbles is just a little bit too much, and they start to kind of like gurgle in your neck and kind of come out of your mouth just a little bit, like, and you have to like back off halfway through.
damn, I was gonna say, could I spend a willpower point for resist pain and keep drinking?
Oh! If you want to blow a willpower point that way, go fucking for it. I don't care.
You know, I'll do it. Siobhan is
Kyle
much
is
that much of a
politely
bitch.
amused at this as he watches
Okay.
this Hatfield McCoy feud happen in front of him.
Seriously, I was gonna say, you know, I only have two regular beverages that I drink, and that is 3, actually. No, there's 3. That is tea. Sometimes tea with whiskey, depending on the time of the day. Whiskey and water.
Kieran will nod at that. Kieran has his arms crossed, by the way, watching Siobhan. Just like...
I'm a perk empathy that. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
He'll look right at Siobhan and he'll say, "Lass, God love you. You take after your grandfather." And he'll nod.
Okay, yeah, no, that's definitely a perk empathy. Like she needs to know if he's throwing shade or not.
Considering homeboy has his fucking
I'd
grandfather.
love to hear this story.
Oh, now that was a botch. Oh dear. Oh dear.
He's in love with him and you're his love child.
So is that what I get?
Okay, hold on.
So, yeah, you get that he's hitting on you.
No!
She'll just kind of finish her drink and look at Ciaran and say, "Sorry, Raya, but I don't swing for that team."
And that's exactly the voice that you did.
She cocks her head at her like, really? Well, okay.
He'll kind of blink confused, like, what?
She just shrugs.
I think you misread that.
Lass,
Sounds like
lass, in the quiet words of the Virgin Mary, come again.
No thanks. 3 is usually my limit for one night.
Excuse me.
BT dubs, that was 3 on perk empathy. Was that shade?
Oh,
It's
pure
worse.
confusion.
No, I was talking earlier. I was trying to roll.
Yeah, Karen is just exceptionally confused.
No, I'm talking about earlier when he said something about her grandfather. Was that shade?
Yeah, like
Oh, no,
take
it
after
wasn't
your
shade.
grandfather.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
It
take
wasn't shade. It was more just kind of like It was.
Back to the matter.
Yeah. Like just kind of like meh. Like what he expected, basically. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
But it wasn't shade. It certainly wasn't hitting on her.
She just kind of leans back nonchalantly. Just like totally assured of herself.
Kyle will sit there and drink his Mountain Dew and look at this scene.
You know what? Because Sierra's a Theurge and a Fostern and probably slightly losing her grip on reality, she means to say this to the Packling, but instead she ends up saying it out loud. She ends up whispering, "I don't think that was about fucking."
I don't think it was about fucking either, Sierra.
Oh, you want to talk about fucking? He'll nod.
Oh dear God, I just said that out loud.
Yeah, you did.
So, I'd like to hear that story.
Which story?
The story like, Siobhan's grandfather, was it? And you?
Oh, me and old Bronny. Yeah, we go back. Oh, wow, so long.
And that's the story? Like, what else happened? Like,
Galliard of a Philodox.
someone beguiled me with the story as he looks amongst the Fianna.
He'll wave his hand and he'll wave his hand and he'll say, "It's nothing much. We just come from 2 notable families. Our lines have come up through the ages. Some of the most prominent in the Fianna, and you could say over the years, Bron and I had our differences. I didn't like the way that he took in with the Fae so much. He didn't like that I stick to the traditions. our rivalry culminated in, well, me walking away with this little trinket. And I'll kind of pat the Grand Clave.
Yikes.
And if by walk away you mean trousing him completely and utterly upon the field of combat, well, that's what I mean.
Should I be that bitch?
Yeah, you should be that bitch. That was hell.
Do it. Yeah, that was hell. That wasn't even. That wasn't even veiled. Like,
Siobhan will just kind of sip like just the little last dregs from her can, crush it, between her palms, and then hold it there as she just looks over at him and says, well, I hope you'll be ready for another challenge in 2 or 3 years whenever I get high enough rank that it's not disrespectful, Raya. Wouldn't want old age slowing you down, Raya.
I'll look over it. I'll kind of wave over it at Saoirse. Like,
Saoirse is stoic.
Alana is not stoic. She has a "Are you fucking stupid?" look on her face.
Oh God, she's precious. Oh God. I'm gonna wipe his eyes.
You know what? I was like you once. And then I got my arse kicked by a few of those that are a bit older than I am. So, you'll learn. She just kind of waves her off.
She just nods, but it's not really like how to phrase this. Like, it's not really like agreeing. No, it's just kind of like yep, whatever you say. You know how kids do when they're talking to like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That just yep, whatever you say.
Oh Lord Almighty! When do you go on your rite of passage, lass? I gotta be there for it.
Oh shit.
She raises an eyebrow.
Oh shit. No, he did. Oh yes, he did.
He gives her a look.
Well, if you'd like to speak to Dire Tiger, that can certainly be arranged. He was there to witness my rite of passage.
Oh, what's he now?
And she nods.
I see being the granddaughter of the Ardrai has its benefits.
Mm.
She just says, I wonder what happened to the sun. It's quite cold over here in all this shade. She just straight out says that.
Don't forget your play, Siobhan.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're all just talking, having a good time. I'm having a great time, aren't you?
I'm having a grand time.
I'm experiencing a wild spectrum of emotions.
Well, that's when you know that you're in the presence of Fianna.
Right, too right. Where did my son go? He'll kind of put his hand to his ear. Walk.
You don't see your son anywhere. He's gone.
Anthony, you whore!
Oh my god. Well, unfortunately, I do have to go.
That goes through the pack link, Sierra.
Yeah, and Sierra's gonna respond just to Kyle, to no one else in the pack. You know it's always these Vigar that are wilding, right?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, this is some shit I have never seen. Like,
Yeah. They flexing.
just haul off and hit a motherfucker and just be done with it. Like,
Fuck.
So, unfortunately, I do have to go. So we're gonna have to. We'll end the scene with everybody getting these creatures to where they need to go for the night, for the day, whatever. If you want to do follow-up scenes, you can. But I have to end this one. So thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!